So today I'm going to be trying out horses. So the first one I have is over here, and her name is Icy. She is a 4-year-old mare. She's very sweet, and she was actually recently in foal. Her foal, however, got sold, which I think is very sad, but that's okay. I got her from Order Stables, and I live here in Fort Pinto, so it was kind of a long trip there, but that's okay. So we're gonna exit, and I have a bunch of horses to train. So here she is. She's very cute. So we're gonna test her on her walk, and she's really good at her walk. And then her trot. She kind of didn't pick up the pace very well, and she isn't like trotting. She's more like walking, trotting. I'm gonna test her on her canter. Her canter was very good. She did, however, get it fast. And now we're going to test her a little bit faster. So here's a little bit of her gallop. She does a cute little gallop, and then we're going to test her on her jump in a second. So we're going to gallop her out into the fields where I usually go to jump my horses. And Icy is very good, but she does do some bolts. Like, here's an example of her bolt. So she's bolted at me just a second ago. Stop bolting! She's very, strict when it comes to her mind. She runs pretty fast. She does need a little bit of help controlling herself, but she's all very, very sweet. We're going to slow her down and turn a jump over here. So here is our first jump. She did do pretty good. That one, she was a little bit late, but that's okay. So now we're going to touch her a little bit faster. And we're going to do some more of the advanced jumps. Oh, so that time she definitely refused. Just gonna back her up. She has a very nice backup layout. That was a very nice jump, but she did happen to fail it, but that's okay. So now we're gonna call for pickup. So the trailer comes to pick us up. The trailer she's in right now. Right in there, and I'm in front of that truck. So here we are back at Moorland, so I'm going to go back into the stables. Sorry about that. We're going to go back into the stables, and this video might be a little bit long. We're just going to try out 2 horses today, and then maybe the rest tomorrow. So we're going to get off of her. And this is Royal Queen. She is actually 7-year-old mare. She is kind of shy, but still is one of a kind, of a beauty. She's very sweet, so I'm going to have to tack her up in here. So I think I'm going to wear, this okay. She's very tall, so I'm going to wear this birthday saddle and this saddle here. And then maybe these reins. She's going to be on her. Already I can tell her walk is definitely nice. She does transform very good, I can tell from what I've seen in the barn, So her walk is definitely straight and forward and nice. Her trot is a little bit like her walk. She did not pick up the trot pace yet, but eventually she got the hang of it, and she was more, poppy about it. but she did end up walking. So now I'm going to test her on how she does with her change. So she kind of did exactly what Icy did with her change. She did have a few bolts and rears and bucks. At one moment, she did rear at me, which I thought was not okay. But then she started getting more into it and more, happy. And she started galloping. She didn't go as fast as Icy went, but that's probably because of some certain reasons that, certain maybe conditions that she has. But she did do very good on her running, and I did want to try her a little bit early on her jump, so I did take her to another paddock, because I think I knew she was going to jump pretty well, but I wasn't for sure. Oh, okay, so she refused the first jump, which I understand. The first jump's always nerve-wracking, as I like to call it. So again, she did that. She reared at the jump. She bucked at the jump. She backed away from the jump. She was like, I am not jumping. So I did some more flat work. Okay, so I did some more flat work with her, which I'm not showing in the video that I'm doing right now. And then she did end up doing her first jump, which was a little late, and she did hit the bar, but she still managed to try. She did try, which I'm proud of her for doing, because she, was a little scared of the jump, and, she didn't want to. But, after some flat work and after she tried, she was good to go. And we didn't do a jump yet in this clip, but we did do one here. She did try and jump. So there was her bolt. She did not jump that. It looks like she did, but she actually did not jump it. And I'm really upset because she tried really, really hard and she still managed to not be able to. I think her problem was that she was nervous that she wasn't going to make it. But that jump she just did her first jump. It was perfect and beautiful. So we did that one a couple times, but a couple times she went a little too fast and she thought that she wasn't doing good. So I gave her a treat, and I let her graze for a second, and then I turned her back around, and we went straight back to some flat work. Apparently, after she does her flat work, she's more, more like chilled. So that jump she just did, and so I slowed her down. I took her by the water where she was able to drink some water. And I was just really proud with her and happy that she actually, did that and that she was a good girl and that she did really good. And I'm really proud of her for doing it. She did rear at me a time, and she was having like a mini seizure. She was a little scared of the water, but over time she got, more realized and she loved it. Here's us attempting our first jump. She jumped perfectly over it, and here's our another jump, which she also jumped perfectly over it. And there is my friend Clara, and Clara is just training her pony Zachary, and Zachary's a really good boy. I really have to say I did train him once or twice. Oh, so there was her first hit, and she hated the hit. She reared at me and stuff, but Zachary's a really good boy. I have trained him for her once, and I have jumped, but this was our first jump together, just us. And Carol was letting Zach, Carol was actually letting Zach drink some water, and that's what I'm going to do for her right now because she's probably so thirsty. Yep, she's drinking her water right now, and I know my baby. She loves grazing, so I took her over here to the little open grass fields, and I just let her graze down and eat some of the grass. And after that, I pulled her back up, and we went straight back to jumping. And actually, she was actually done for a second. So here's us trying our first slow jump, which she, as you can see, just hit it. Here's us attempting a gallop jump, which was really bad. She stopped and she hated it. But it was our first time, so we just stuck with kind of the slower jumps. But again, like I said, she wasn't the best at it, and we haven't fully created a bond yet. So I decided to just, make sure she's alright. And because I didn't want to push her a little too hard. Here is our first galloping jump. I'm so proud of her. She did so good. And then right away she ran over, stopped short, and of course decided to graze in the grasslands. And I was totally okay with that because I know my horses love their grass. Here was another one of our first clips of our first galloping jump. She did so good. She actually did 2 jumps in a row without bucking or bolting. And actually, what else was she did? She jumped the fence for her first time she tried. And I was so proud of her. She did so good. She did not rear. She did not buck. She jumped them perfectly, as you can see. And I was just so proud of her. I stopped her quickly, and I just gave her a nice pat. And I was so proud of her. And I just pat her, and we were so happy. And so, yeah, this is me riding with no hands, so happy, jumping a fence. This was us, in 2017, just hanging out and doing good. And I was really proud of her, and she was also really proud, and I'm glad that we finally know how to jump, and she finally created a bond with me. She does have her off and ons where she likes to stop and get some water or swim or something like that. So she is very cute, and she loves bucking. So I just pet her, and I was super happy with her, and I was so happy, and I was just really excited that my pony finally learned how to jump. So that's all for today, guys. This is Royal Queen, and this is a close-up picture. I'm going to get you a close-up picture of her jumping a really high jump, which I will show you guys in a second. So there you go. There's a picture of us jumping a big jump, one of our first big jumps. And here's us landing. And then I'm going to show you guys one more last picture because I love showing pictures. And if y'all are with the Pony Nuts, you know me. Because, my channel is Pony Nuts. So here's us jumping kind of a small fence. But she did do very good at the fence. She did buck and bolt a little bit when we tried to jump this fence, but she did really good, especially when we landed and I pet her. I gave her a nice good pet, and I just was so happy for her, and that's kind of what we did. So here's the end off of my rear with her, and it was her first rear, and I was so proud of her. So, bye.